Starts out as a family outing, turns into a terrorizing encounter with drifters. Take a look.
Can we help you?
This is nice. It's very nice. This is a family picnic, man. I should probably introduce myself, shouldn't I? I'm Mandrake.
Now we're talking.
Yikes. What happens next? Can't be good. And here with a peek at the upcoming film Coming Home in the Dark is actor, director, writer Daniel Gillies. He does it all. Good morning, Daniel.
Morning.
Good morning. How are you guys doing?
Great,
well.
great. Thanks so much for being here.
I know, you're looking for the light. You found your light. Don't worry. You look good.
Well,
You look
actually,
fabulous.
no, it's not about looking good. It's actually being seen. Like
We
there's
see
just
it.
like a sliver of light in this room. So it's there's barely anything here, and there's just this hot white. But literally, I'm sitting in the only spot in the room where there's any light. It's
You
just
look
so
good.
dark and
Trust
Yeah.
us. You look good.
You look great.
again, not worried about looking good. Worried about looking seen.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
you
we
look-
see you.
Yeah, we totally see you. We totally see you. You know, you look great, but that clip, a little creepy. The story is based on what has been called one of the scariest stories in New Zealand literature. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, well, so Owen Marshall wrote this little collection of short stories about sort of provincial New Zealand, and the title of this collection was called Coming Home in the Dark, and it's right at the back of these beautiful little sort of stories of, you know, again, very provincial, idyllic New Zealand life, and right at the end, there's this very, very frightening story about this couple that is this family rather that's descended upon by these two terrifying individuals.
Yeah.
And that's sort of where the short story begins and ends. And James Ashcroft and Eli Kent took this story once they had the rights, and they made a feature film out of what ensues after that.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you too much more without spoiling the movie.
Yeah.
Of
but,
course, of course.
Yeah,
It's
but
right up my alley.
incredibly.
Right up my alley. This is the genre
Yeah,
I like.
yeah, it's a real date movie. It's just,
Snuggle up with that person next to you.
yeah, exactly.
Hi.
I'm sort of horrified for people. Although, and it's one of those movies that once you're at minute 13, you have a decision to either get up and get out of the cinema or go to the conclusion.
Oh, wow. Okay, so your character, Mandrake, is described as a psychopath. So that's a good description, right? So how did you get into character?
Honestly, man, I read about a lot of these men and who they were, and it generated an enormous amount of compassion in me for these guys, and because they are truly a product of their circumstances, and also too, it's a mental illness. It's an interesting. It gave me a good deal more scope and sympathy, like reading about these kinds of issues of psychopathy, and also too just the kind of neglect that can foster the kind of monster that this person became.
I'm sure your film's going to do really well. You have such a huge following. You've been part of a huge show on Netflix, Virgin River, and it's just renewed for a 4th and 5th season. So
Whoa.
we're going to be seeing more
Congrats.
Well, thank you very much. That's very kind of you.
Besides those shows, because you're a very busy guy, right? We also want to recognize you're a CW family member, which is what we are, right? We're a CW. You starred in the Vampire Diaries and its spin-off called The Originals. And it looks like, just doing some research on social media, that people want to see your character, Elijah, back in some capacity, and Klaus. So how does it feel that people are really in tune with your character and that they want you back? Nice to be
It's enormously gratifying, man. Yeah, I owe a lot to that show and my exposure in the United States. It was a wonderful period, but it's also a wonderful thing to close the door on that, because and in a way, playing the role of Mandrake was my way of demolishing that. I had to. And I'm certainly not playing the violin for myself, but you certainly do get typecast after, and people do. And in Hollywood, there's often not a lot of imagination, so you kind of in their mind are your last role. So I wanted to do something as removed from that role as I possibly could, and that's why I chose to do Coming Home in the Dark. And by God, you couldn't find anything more extremely to the other end of the spectrum.
Well, we're really looking forward to seeing your film, Daniel. Daniel Gillies, great talking with you this morning, and best of luck with all of your new projects.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're so welcome. Coming Home in the Dark opens this Friday at the Cinema Village in New York and will be available on all digital platforms and video on demand.
Don't worry, Daniel. I'm going to stay for the full film. I don't walk out. I stay for the full thing. You know?
I would too.
I don't care how scary it is.
I would too.